Just to be honest, I'm a really picky eater.
Yeah.
I don't eat gluten, so that's already hard enough. I don't know. I wish I could control it, but I just started like not eating gluten, and that's like been hard for me. So
Do you agree with the sign? It says animal abuse should be legal.
oh shoot, no, I read that one. No, it should not be legal at all.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why should it?
Why not? Why would it? Right, there has to be a reason why it should not. Why you say it should not be legal?
Okay, let me read this really quick. Animal abuse should be legal. No, it should not. Because animals have emotions. Simple as that.
I appreciate that. Okay, how would you define abuse?
Just not listening to your pet, whether that's like the cues they're giving you or anything like that, that's definitely abuse.
Okay, I would say physical or emotional harm. Is that a good enough? Because you can also kick them, you can neglect them, right?
Both, yeah. Like
Yeah.
emotionally, not like playing with them if they want to play or stuff like that. No, we all can't. But just listening to your dog, they're another family member. And if you don't plan on having them as a family member, then maybe you shouldn't get a pet.
Okay, so you agree we shouldn't be abusing cats or dogs?
Correct. Any kind of animals, really, but
Yeah. What about cows, chickens, pigs?
any kind of animals, they're also have emotions too. So definitely not.
Yeah. Do you consume any animal products?
Just chicken, fish.
Do you think behind the consumption of chicken or fish there is some inherent abuse?
There definitely is. I guess that's when it gets to like the survival of the, you know. But yeah,
Would you say you are against animal abuse?
I am against animal abuse. Yes.
Do you think you can be against it while simultaneously supporting it by paying for it by when buying animal products such as chicken or fish?
That's a great question. I guess not when that's not my intention.
Not okay, but do you acknowledge that you have other options?
That's true. Yeah.
So then, when you make this option now, after talking to me, like I understand what happened in the past, right? But after talking to me, when you make this this choice in the future, knowing that you have other options and knowing that there's abuse behind animals, do you think that you can make this choice while at the same time maintaining your status that you are against animal abuse?
No.
No, exactly.
No. Just because. What are your other options when you say like options? What are your other options?
So,
So
have you ever heard of the term vegan?
I have, yeah.
What do you think being vegan is?
I guess just like no animals, nothing. Greens. That's what I think.
Yeah. So being vegan means we oppose the idea of commodifying non-human animals. That means we don't want them to be exploited or slaughtered for food, for clothing, for entertainment, or any other reason, right? Like if I were to ask you for entertainment, would it be okay to slaughter cows for entertainment?
No.
No. So then it's kind of the same thing for food, given that we have readily available options different. And when I say options, because you asked me what options mean, I would say plant-based options, right? Nowadays in the supermarkets, there's plenty of available options. And if you're tight on the budget, you can even choose like beans, lentils, pasta, rice, and tofu, all of these which are cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
is there anything holding you back from being vegan? Because it sounds like you align with this definition of veganism.
Just to be honest, I'm a really picky eater.
Yeah.
I don't eat gluten, so that's already hard enough. So going vegan is definitely would be challenging. It's not like you can go to McDonald's and get, some stuff. What do you get if you go to McDonald's? What do you?
I don't go to McDonald's, and I'm from Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam, the McDonald's, they have vegan options.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
yeah, they don't have it here, unfortunately. But you don't have to go to McDonald's, right? And you can get fries if you want at McDonald's. Those are vegan. And the idea is, do you think that because you said you're a picky eater, right?
Does the oil that it's cooked in matter as well?
I mean, I would say it matters. I don't think they cook oil in animal fat because it would be way too expensive for them. They usually cook it in vegetable fat. But
like lard and stuff, that's like not.
so the idea is, I mean, the idea is to not exploit any more animals, right? Like, obviously, the food that's in the supermarket already on the shelves, one animal was exploited and slaughtered for it. But when you pick it up, you buy it, the store will have to replenish that. So another animal will be exploited and slaughtered,
True.
right? So in that sense, so if you find a dead animal and you want to eat them, I would still say it's kind of weird because I'm actually what I want is to change people's mentality of seeing animals as resources. But far be it from me to question decisions of people. You see, my point is to not exploit or slaughter more animals in this sense.
Got it. You said you're from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like vegan options, like I guess compared to here. Would you say?
So in the supermarket, I would feel like there's kind of maybe there's a little bit more than here, or they're a bit better organized. Like because I went to Sprouts, for example, and Sprouts there's a lot of options.
Yeah.
So there's kind of the same options as here, just that they're kind of put in together in aisles where you just go there and you know kind of directly what you want. And they may be a little bit cheaper there than here compared to the other products. I mean, like the difference in products. But there's cheap products here also. Like tofu, I found tofu that's at the same price as chicken or something. So it's like it's pretty cheap to get food.
I mean, I've never dove into the tofu. Something I can definitely think about since you know you're here. That's something I can definitely think about more.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, which side do you want to be? Do you want to be violent towards animals or not?
Yeah.
Right? Because when you buy an animal product, it is violence. Right?
What if, like, the animal, like, for example, a cow, it's just, like, passes away of old age. Do you still feel like it's, like, you can consume them then or not really? Still the same thing?
I would say for me, in this context matters, right, a lot in this question. So in the context of this current world, I would say it's still kind of perpetuating the idea of animals as objects or as resources, right? Because let's say if a human being dies, would you think, can I eat them?
No, you're right. Okay, right? I see. Okay.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't add to the exploitation of slaughter, right? So theoretically, it has nothing to do. It's just the idea of this mentality, right? And I think animal agriculture kind of started in that way, where animals were at some point dying, and then we said we'll eat them, but then farmers just started cutting corners and said, well, we'll kill them before that, and at some point
torture them, I guess.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Because let's say for chickens, what age do you think chickens get killed at? They can live up to 10 years, 5 to 10 years.
Like right away, a month in or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
As soon as they're big.
40 days. 40 days.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the minute they grow, so now the broiler chickens that are grown for meat are different than the chickens for eggs, and the chickens grown for meat usually grow up in like 40 days. And then they don't grow anymore. So for farmers, it would be useless for them to feed them going forward. It would just be a waste of their money. Because for them, it's a business at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So do you think we should see animals in this way as resources, as a business?
No. So your perspective is more so in like the farming and like industry. Is that correct terms to say?
Yeah, but small farms do the same. It's not necessarily large farms or small farms that treat animals differently. Okay. My idea is more that, well, not the idea of veganism. Do you know what veganism is, by the way?
Not like the full, I guess I couldn't say it back to you.
Yeah, I already said it, right? I'm sorry, I already talked to some people. I'm sorry. So it's the whole idea of veganism is that we change this view of animals because we're also animals, and just because we're more intelligent than them in certain ways doesn't give us the right to exploit and slaughter them, right?
True.
Because that's kind of what we do. We say we have intellect over them, therefore it's okay to do this to them.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel like you want to make this change?
I just started like not eating gluten, and that's like been hard for me. So probably gradually going into it, and now that you've kind of like educated me on it, given me your perspective, it's something I will definitely think about in the future. Will I change like today, right now, tomorrow? Probably not.
So how many more animals should be exploited and slaughtered for you?
No more. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I wish I could control it, but you know.
But you can control it, right? I mean, I actually talked to 2 homeless people today, and they can do it. Well, I mean, you have a choice, right?
I can try to start being vegan. Yes.
I don't want to push you too hard. It's not my intent. It's just the idea that, you know, for that one animal that will go into a slaughterhouse for you before you change, to them is their whole existence. And if we can spare one individual for that, it's still a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And one person switching to a vegan or plant-based diet or going vegan can save up to 100 to 200 animals per year, which is a lot of animals.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely try it. Not 100%.
Let me give you some resources that would help you out with this, okay? I appreciate you stopping by and talking to me. I would say
you.
Challenge 22 is something that you might be interested in.
Okay, cool.
They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day for free.
Okay.
And if you're gluten intolerant or something like that, they can help you out with that also.
Okay.
We even have personalized help. So if you can go on this website or if you scan this or go on this website and type in this code, it's a code that I made.
Okay.
You also have resources there, like personalized help even. Somebody can log in with you on the Discord server and help you even further. There's a lot of nutritionists there and
Okay.
everything. So you can get all the help you need within your budget, within your means. You just gotta want it. That's the reality.
Got it.
And
Okay.
you also have ChatGPT nowadays, right? Which is
Yeah,
free
I
and
was
so
just
easy.
thinking about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay. I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
What made you become vegan?
So for me, what made me go vegan was the finding out about the dairy industry. Do you know anything about it?
Not really. I was just about to ask you, like, what's your opinion on milk?
Yeah. So why do cows produce milk?
What?
Why do cows produce milk?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I used to think that they produce milk because they eat grass and they produce milk. But they're mammals just like us, so they produce milk when they have babies.
Okay.
So farmers, they don't wait for them to get pregnant on their own, like, oh, I want to get pregnant today. They forcefully impregnate them. Like, literally somebody puts their hands in their anus to hold their cervix and inject blue semen.
Man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And after 9 months, when the babies are born, what do you think happens to them?
They take them too. They kill them.
The first thing is they take them away from their mothers because they would drink their milk, and we say it's our milk, not yours, you know. So they separate them from their mothers. That's the first thing. And if they're male, they get killed from day one to up to a year. Sometimes they even let them starve to death because it's not profitable for them to feed them.
Okay.
Wow. And if they're female, year over year, forceful impregnation, just like their mothers, for 6 to 8 years, when the farmer can no longer justify keeping them alive because they either don't get pregnant or they don't produce enough milk, and then they all get to a slaughterhouse, and they can live up to 20, 25 years, so they don't live even half their life.
Wow.
Yeah.
So once you found out about that, you were like,
I just couldn't justify it because I'm also a picky eater, you know, and I kind of know the products that I usually buy. So for me, it was like, I just got to go to a supermarket now and check the replacements of all these products. Yogurt, I replaced it with soy yogurt. Eggs, I couldn't find a replacement for eggs. I used to like eggs, so I just stopped eating eggs. It's okay, and I don't even crave them anymore. For me, I think like my taste pleasure or I don't know, my pickiness does not trump what's happening to the animals, you know. It's not more important. I think they go to way more. So I just couldn't not live with myself. I would still feel guilty doing it.
Yeah.
So I don't like feeling guilty. So that's why I did.
Okay, that's a good response.
Yeah.
Definitely a new perspective, and definitely something I will have more in my mind. I was not educated to it as much.
Yeah, I understand.
Everyone's
that,
like vegan, but what is it really, and why? So yeah, thank you so much for.
Thank you for having this conversation with me. Oh, no, fist bump. Yeah, because I've been shaking a lot of hands, so I'm doing a fist bump now. It's better for everybody.
Awesome.
Have an awesome day. What was your name again? I'm Chip.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Let's be fair towards animals, okay? Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.